everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Broncos going up against the Buccaneers. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Simeon now to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Simeon. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On second down, Anderson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Simeon on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the fourth quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now Simeon, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marlon Brown. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And that'll be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilized.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. In the backfield is Anderson, and they'll give it to him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Simeon over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to the ground, Anderson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. Here's Simeon. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. They give it to Anderson. Bulldozes past him. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. William Golston in on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, Simeon. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. I hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders with it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it, some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
Now it's Simeon surveying the field. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their big tight end. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. And Denver getting set to take the field. Simeon. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But
back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Simeon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Well, they'll get 16 yards there, and it'll be good for a Denver first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Third and long. It's Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And Simeon's going to sneak it. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Simeon's going to keep it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brad, we've been around these coaches enough to know that there should never be a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak.
Ever.
Ever. So that's on everyone, right? Offensive line, quarterback himself. There's got to be a way to pick up yards. You're not supposed to be knocked backwards.
Oh, nice. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. After a good punt. This offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run it again with Anderson. Ooh, the juke. He won't go down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they get the... Good punt. This offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. So the Broncos coming out now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. In the backfield is Anderson. That one looks like he'll throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw on second is Simeon. Looking deep for Demarius. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargraves.
They don't want none of this. Get out.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting